jolly Spen Tube. It's the best time of the year. Oh, hi, didn't see you there. Welcome to Spen Tube, a show about bringing you the past and future of Hollywood while it's being buried in a snowstorm. Any minute now, Santa's gonna be here and bringing me lots of gifts. I wonder what he'll get me.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh my Lanta, it's Santa!
Yes, it is. Young boy, I got some gifts.
Oh boy, oh boy. Oh yeah, I'm reviewing The Grinch.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas is a bit of an oddball Christmas movie, given the fact it has to adapt a 64-page book or 20-minute TV special, either way you want to look at it, into a 2-hour movie. I think the way this movie expands its story into a full movie was the best way they could have done it. Jim Carrey delivers an electric performance as the Grinch, and I really like the role they gave Cindy Lou in this story, expanding her character into someone who's trying to find meaning in Christmas in a town where it's all about the ultra-commercialist junk. This is way better than the successor, Cat in the Hat, simply because it doesn't actively disrespect the character in book. In The Grinch, it uses raunchy comedy because it fits the character of the Grinch. He's gross, he's mean, and he's an outcast. The Cat in the Hat, on the other hand, is someone your mom warned you about.
That's my mom.
Awkward.
This is a movie that pays respect to the book, not to mention the makeup and costumes of this movie look amazing. I mean, when you first watch this movie, it could be weird to get used to, but overall, it really serves to suck you into the Whoville world. I think this is a worthy 4 peppermint frosties.
You have any other Grinch?
Yeah, I have the other one for you.
Cool. Which one?
The animated one.
Which animated one?
The Illumination Grinch, on the other hand, I think it's fine. You can't really go wrong with any version of the Grinch, except the musical, but we really don't talk about the musical. Let's not talk about the musical. But there are certainly adaptations that do different things better than the other ones. I really, really like the animation style of this movie. It fills you with so much Christmas spirit. However, I kind of take issue with the story. While I like the choice to focus the whole movie around the Grinch planning to steal Christmas, whereas the first movie was mostly exploring the Grinch's backstory, the Illumination Grinch feels slow as a consequence. Is there a real reason we had to go find a reindeer if we all know that he's not going to be staying for the big heist? The Cindy Lou stuff is fine. I really like the story they're going for. I don't think they were really willing, and by they, I mean Illumination, were willing to go as far as they needed to make this story really stand out. I mean, a mom being exhausted over the Christmas stuff and commercialism and working late on Christmas Day, like any parent would. I don't think that would fly under Illumination, the Minion Company, the ones that sell toys of everything. I don't think it really drags down the movie that much, but there's certainly a lot of missed opportunities, and it makes it a lot less engaging than the other adaptations of this story. And it's a fairly safe and generic animated Christmas movie with really, really pretty animation. So, 3 peppermint frosties. The 60 short reigns as the supreme.
This is wrapped like a train wreck. Very funny.
The Polar Express is a movie that I'm sure we all have fond memories of. Drinking hot cocoa in class. But how does it hold up? Well, I think it holds up, in spite of one glaring, creepy CGI elephant in the room. The animation. It's entirely motion captured, and it is certainly 20-year-old CGI. When I rewatched this movie, my opinion on this animation kept flip-flopping. Throughout the movie, there are certain shots that I think look amazing and still hold up. And then the train engineers appear and I wish my memory was permanently erased along with my eyeballs. Would this movie be better in live action? Probably. But I think the weird, creepy animation is kind of what makes this movie memorable. Now, the rest of the movie, it's alright. Genuinely, the one thing bringing my score down are these stupid engineers. I hate them. They're stupid and gross and ugly. I think it's a sweet story. But another problem with this movie is that there's a lot of unnecessary plot holes. If the conductor was really taking the girl to the engine, why are they going through the back and up on top of the train through to the engine? I mean, if I were the conductor, I would take her to the front and then climb over the coal pit thing and then go to the engine. And why is the kid holding the ticket with like zero urgency? I mean, I know he keeps it in his shoe later, but I would be gripping that ticket for dear life, not holding it by the corner. Overall, this is probably the hardest rank I've ever had to give yet. I'll give this my very first 3.5 peppermint frosties. Yeah, that's fair, and don't expect me to do this again.
So whenever I watch The Polar Express and we get to that scene with the North Pole, I always get reminded that, you know, the elves have their own lives. You know, they have their own apartments. Is that true, Santa?
You don't want to know.
You pay them livable wages, right? Alright, fine, I'll shut my mouth.
Elf is not only one of my favorite Christmas movies, but it's honestly one of my favorite comedies in general. It's such a sweet tale of a human boy being raised as an elf and finally discovering what the rest of the world looks like. What I love about this movie is that it could have easily gone down the raunchy comedy route of making Buddy all nasty and making Santa not the holly jolly figure he's supposed to be, like a lot of other Christmas comedies do that I've noticed. It doesn't rely on shock humor or yelling. Yes, it does have some, but it all makes sense. The focus of the comedy is this man-child roaming around New York trying to find his way, and it's hilarious. I find Buddy's whimsy and joyfulness contrasting with the cruddy New York kind of relatable, honestly. His interactions with the people of New York are hilarious as well. I think one of my favorite characters is the boss because he doesn't recognize that he's not one of the employees and he's an actual elf. I also like Jolene. She's the one to finally ground Buddy in this New York, for better and for worse. I think it's a pretty good sign when I find myself watching this at least 4 times a year, so this gets a fair 5 peppermint frosties.
Okay, I have one more gift for you.
It's nothing.
The best things in life aren't tangible. Sometimes they're exclusively released on Netflix.
Aww. Thank you, Santa Claus.
Klaus is a modern Christmas classic that everyone needs to watch. It's a delightfully creative interpretation of the origin of Santa Claus. The 2D animation is absolutely stunning, giving a beautiful 3-dimensional style that I haven't really seen anywhere else. It's funny, it's sweet, it's got pretty much everything you could ask for in a Christmas movie. My only real issue with this movie is the direction the story takes in the 3rd act. If you've seen this movie before, you probably know what I'm talking about. But that issue aside, this is a near perfect Christmas movie that more people should be talking about. It's on Netflix, and I really hope this would get a physical release because that would be awesome, but probably not gonna happen. 5 peppermint frosties.
Ho ho ho. I gotta go change my laundry now. Bye.
Bye, Santa. Well, that's it for this month's episode of Spen Tube. Happy holidays.